Yeah, thank you.
So, good evening, everyone. Is my voice audible?
Yeah, you're
Okay, so it is a pleasure to welcome our guest speaker, Ms. Shubhashri Das, who will be joining us for today's guest talk. Shubhashri is currently working as a product manager at SAP and brings strong experience in building and scaling technology driven products. Her work largely focuses on areas such as search and recommendation systems, user engagement platforms, and AI driven product features that impact large user bases. Throughout her career, she has contributed to developing innovation product solutions, improving search relevance using machine learning models, and enhancing user experience through data driven product decisions. She also brings experience in working with large scale platforms and building features that improve product performance and user engagement. An MBA graduate from the Indian Institute of Management, Lucknow, she combines strong product thinking with practical industry experience. We are delighted to have her with us today to share her insights. I'm sure this session will be both insightful and inspiring for all of us. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Ms. Shubhashri Das.
Thank you, Sanjana, for such an elaborate introduction. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate. Okay. So, yeah, should we wait for some more students to join or should I start?
We can start.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Okay. So, Sanjana had briefly described about my work experience. So before starting, also I would like to highlight a few things that I have worked and how I can add values to this course today. So yeah, so I'm a product manager. I have around 9 years of experience. I had started my career as a software engineer in TCS. Then I went to do my MBA. After MBA, I worked in a product company, which is Shadi.com, where I started my product management journey. There, I had built the recommendation engine over there. So, if you go to the Shadi.com platform or Jeevan Sathi kind of platform, which are dating platforms, where you go and look for good matches over there, then there is a perfect recommendation system which is working considering various factors. That is something I was building there, but that was my stint over there was a bit of short because I had to move to Bangalore. So yeah, after Shadi.com, I came to Bangalore and started working in Foundit, which is earlier known as Monster Jobs. So there I have worked on the job search platform. Basically, when a user comes and searches for Java developer, I should be able to show them good relevant jobs so that they stick to the platform and they do not switch to other platforms. So my search experience over there was really enriching because previously the search system there was not working properly as in the results were not very much relevant to the keywords, but then I started incorporating few changes that reflected in improving our KPIs over there. So yeah, that's a very good experience that I gathered. But then I wanted to explore more about search and learn more about search. I wanted to get into a company where focus is more on the search. In Foundit, I was not getting that opportunity. So then I started looking out and I got into Zepto. So there, I started working on the search relevance system. As in this due course, I'll explain you what all scenarios are there in search. So I was mainly working on search relevance, as in when you search for a particular keyword, like for example, milk or curd or something, I should be able to show you the correct products in the listing page rather than for milk, I should show you milk products rather than I should show you some Milky Mist chocolate or something like that because just that the keyword matching is there. So I had done a few projects over there which I'll touch upon later on. yeah, that's how my search journey has been, and I'm very excited to share my knowledge so far, and I'm glad that I got that got that topic to explain to you here. Yeah, that's more about my search experience so far. But in SAP, where I'm currently now, like that's not related to search, it's more of a B2B side. It's again a different topic, but yeah, search is something I've already enjoyed and learned a lot. So happy to share my knowledge so far now. Before going further, I'll just like to share my screen. So if anyone would have any question, they can just raise their hand and ask, or how is the protocol here?
Yes, ma'am, they can ask the questions.
Okay, sure. Eh, okay. So my screen is visible. Can someone confirm, please?
Yes,
Yes, it's visible.
yes, we can able to see your
Okay.
Google Doc. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so today's topic is which products to show at the top to the users when they look for particular products on platforms like Amazon, Swiggy. Uh, Instagram was also written, but Instagram would be a different topic. So I'll rather cover the e-commerce platforms like where the products are there and we are showing it to you. For example, Amazon, Swiggy, Zepto, and all. So I'll focus more on this part due to time constraint for that.
If possible,
So,
please go to presentation mode. That will be great. Thanks.
okay, sure. It's better, no?
Yeah, yeah, please. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for correcting. Okay, so yeah, okay. So today's topic is when you come to a platform like e-commerce platform where Amazon, Swiggy, and all are there, where they sell products, and you search for a particular keyword. So keyword as in Cetaphil, you can see in this example, I had searched for Cetaphil in a e-commerce site. So Cetaphil is my keyword, and the page where I'm landing, that is called search result page, which is in short called SRP, or you can call this as a product listing page also. So in this product listing page or the search result page, we show different products. That's one thing. And when I'm showing different products, I am actually trying to show multiple informations there also. The first one is the product image, like the Cetaphil bottle is there. Then the product title, which is like Cetaphil eczema prone skin, something like that, so that you get to know, okay, this is what this product is. And then a little bit of more information which helps the buyer's decision of whether to buy it or not. So those the factors are like price, or time of delivery, like it is 60 minutes delivery, it is written here, or any discount, 15% off, 20% off, all these things. So so if you see that in this product listing page, so these are the details that we show. And also because maybe I'll talk about that later on. There is one point which I wanted to explain, but okay, that's fine. So in this product listing page, what I wanted to tell that apart from the product details, we also show multiple things. For example, how the filters should look like. If a user comes here and they want to, we are showing hundred of products to there, and user wants to filter out few products or sort out few products based on few criteria, we have those options also. That is how a search result page is designed. But then what products to show and which all products to show, that is a different topic. So let's move on to that topic then. It was just a basic of that. So okay, next is next it's okay, I haven't written much about this thing, but I'll try to give more examples so that you can understand. So the first page, what I showed, that when a user comes and searches for a Cetaphil keyword, I'm showing four products. I was showing four products there, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, which products to show you first, that depends on two things. The first thing is retrieval, second thing is ranking. So retrieval is nothing but the question for it, which all products to show. That's the retrieval. You searched for Cetaphil, now which all products I can show it to you. That's the first question. Second question is, once I have all the products that I want to show for Cetaphil, how should I sort these products? As in, which one to keep it at the top and which one to go towards the bottom. That's how search algorithm works. One is the search retrieval system, and second is the ranking system. I'll go one by one. I'll just explain the retrieval system in detail next. So retrieval and relevance are kind of similar things in search concept. So basically, relevance means that whatever products I am retrieving, whether those are relevant to my keywords or not. As I already told, when you are typing a particular query or word, for example, Cetaphil or milk or curd or something in an e-commerce website, those we are calling as keyword. So now, with respect to keyword, if the products that we are retrieving, all those are relevant or not, that depends on multiple factors. So the factors, as in, so to define whether that is relevant or not, we have to understand the keywords first. Now, to understand the keywords, there are multiple steps that we follow in a search engine. The first step is the query processing. For example, you search for a query, there is a query processing layer that works first. The main objective of this query processing layer is to understand if the typed keyword is correctly s- spelled or not. As in, if you type biscuit as biscuit, that's correct. My engine can search for the biscuit word in my product database, and it can find out what all products are there. But if you search for biscuit as in something as biscit or biskit as example given here, then in that case, in my product database, I'll not have any products which name is biscuit or something like that. Because in my product database, I will have the correctly spelled keywords only, correctly spelled words or the names of those products only. I might not have these incorrectly spelled words. So in that case, how to tackle with that situation? That's a very basic problem that we solve in the search engine system. One second. Okay. Um, okay. So the first thing is the query processing, where we understand the typed query is correctly spelled or not. The second thing that what we understand about the query is query classification. Basically, where here in this process we see whatever user has typed in, what exactly the categorization of this query is. Okay, so to explain it into detail, I'll just take you through how e-commerce works. So I'll take a step back and I'll explain. So I'll go to this chart. So in e-commerce website like Zepto, Amazon, or anything, so there are these are kind of two-sided platform where I have users who are coming. So you and me are the users who would go and search for milk, dress, or chair, or bench, or wood, or something like that. And then there are products. In Amazon, there are sellers. You can see that the sellers are there who will upload their products into the system. So basically, whenever products or the we call it as SKUs also, when the SKUs are coming to a system, those SKUs are actually stored in a very structured manner, so that I'm creating a very good library for all the users to search for. Basically, you can take an example of a library in physical sense also. So in our school days, I haven't been to any library in my adulthood, so I remember my school days only. So if you go to the school and you look for a storybook or something, then the library person would have placed all those books in a particular place, like the designated place. The storybooks would be at the storybooks place, the history books at the history, geography at the geography. So all those things are properly organized so that whenever you look for a particular product, it can be easily accessible to you. Similarly, in our search system to work, we need whatever products that we have, those have to be stored in a very correct manner. So in Zepto, we had a ops team, we had a category team who would sit, and their only work is to categorize or to store every details of the product into the system correctly. And there would be that ops team who would see that if at all someone is putting some seller is putting something incorrectly or something, their job is to correct it manually in that case. So a whole team is sitting to find out what all products are there and or what all the categorization. So I've used this word categorization a lot of times. Now I would tell you what exactly this categorization is. So here this is product taxonomy, we were calling that. So basically, there are multiple products. For example, there is one product which is face moisturizer. Now we have a system where we have a division of L1, L2, L3. L1 is the parent category, which is like beauty and fashion. You can see that in Amazon is beauty and fashion, or in Zepto it would be just beauty or something. Under beauty, it can have multiple subcategories like skincare, hair care, sun protection, bath and body care, or something like that. And under each subcategory, like skincare L2, there are again different products, which is face wash, cleanser, skin toners, face serum, face moisturizer, and all this. So these are called again L3s. So now when a face moisturizer comes into the system, for example, we are onboarding Pond's face moisturizer into Zepto's system in that case. So then the ops team would find out what would be the L1, L2, L3 for this particular face moisturizer. They would understand that for Pond's face moisturizer, it belongs to L1 beauty L1, skincare L2, and face moisturizer L3. And also, there are different attributes to it also, which is known as L4s in our system. So basically, if a moisturizer, if there are girls in this batch, they would better know that there are face wash for oily skin, for dry skin and all. So in that case, for that particular product, what was the skin type, for if it is oily skin, then they would mention it as skin type as oily. Skin concern brand, it would be Ponds, price would be something like 300, 400, something like that, and quantity is how much ml it is. So each product that is coming to our system, I'm writing that the product title is Pond's Face Moisturizer. Its parent category as beauty. Its L2 is skincare, and it belongs to a face moisturizer. Product type? And then for this product, my skin type is dry. Whatever skin concern it is, brand is Pond's, price is like that, and quantity is something else. So that is how I fill up the details of each product, that is how it is stored in our product database. um, that's the case. And now I would tell you how I'm using it in my search system. So I was there here in the query classification. The first part was whenever you search for the query, I'll just summarize bit again. So when you search for a query, I had to understand whether the query is correct or not. If correct, that is fine. If incorrect, I'm taking it to the query processing layer and finding out what is the correct keyword for it. And then the next thing is the query classification, where exactly what I'm looking for is what type of classification is it. Basically, for example, I will tell you the objective, why do we do this. For example, you search for berry, okay. Berry is a what that would for berry, what would be, it would be berry is a, the parent category would be fruits and vegetables, and the subcategory would be fruits, and the product type is berry. Now, for example, you search for, there are if I go by just matching keyword concept, basically whenever you are searching for a keyword, I would see that that keyword is present in which all products. Now, for berry, whatever products would have berry present in their names, that should come by default. Now all those berries would come, like the fruit berries one. But what if there is uh, one clothes brand which is where the brand name is dress berry? In that case, that the chances are that because berry is matching there, that would also come into my system. And in that case, user who has searched for berry, which is a fruit category product, and then I'm showing them a cloth, then the user might get frustrated. So in that case, this query classification helps me, where I can understand that if user has searched for berry, uh, its parent category is fruits and vegetables only. So whatever I have, I'm showing it here, that should be restricted to this fruits and vegetables category only. That shouldn't go beyond anything, and that shouldn't bring me irrelevant results. So this is something I learned in Zepto here while working, how they are tackling this problem. So in my previous organization where I was working found in Founded or Monster jobs, there we did not have this concept of query classification. So there I was struggling how to solve this problem. Like user would search for a Java developer, then there would be or for example, a better example I'm giving, user would be searching for a product manager, and then it might happen that I will show a result to you, which will be which will be a HR manager or something, or which will be a intern, HR intern or something. So now I was struggling there, why this result is coming. That was the first question, and second question is how should I restrict it. So basically, why that was coming, I'll tell you for the first thing. So because I searched for product manager, no, it would search in which all jobs I have, those has product manager keyword or the word present in it. And now in Found It or Monster Jobs, as I told, we have a product database. There it had job database. And each job would have different attributes, as in what is its job title, what is its job description, job location, and all. So when I'm searching for a keyword which is product manager, I was looking for this keyword in each of the job document. Now that HR intern job which I showed to the user, that HR intern job had a sentence in their job description that this HR intern would report to a product manager. Because so now this job, HR intern job, has both the keywords HR intern and product manager also. But but like if you are reporting to a product manager, it's a job role, it's present in the job description. But my system in Found It was not very smart enough to understand or to what filter out results like this, as I'm doing it in Zepto. Okay. So basically, that is the reason I could understand that, okay, this is coming because of a keyword match is happening. But how to restrict that thing, that I was not very much sure. After coming to Zeptone, I understood, okay, there is this concept of classification which I can use, and so that I can filter out irrelevant results into my system, even if keywords are matching. Uh, yeah, so that's about query classification. I think I'll take a pause here. I'll just ask if anyone has any question. Otherwise, it will not be very much interactive. So,
Yeah,
but
Swasti,
then,
you
uh-huh.
mentioned about found it, correct? Now
Yeah.
you have solved that in Jepto. Can you please
Mm-hmm.
provide like how with this knowledge in classification, what
Mm-hmm.
is the action we need to do it in found it to make the results relevant?
Yeah, yeah, perfect. That's what I was coming to the next. So basically, in Founded, I did not have a taxonomy system. Like in product taxonomy, what I showed it here, what is the parent category, subcategory, and all. So in Found It, I would have built a taxonomy system where I would have divide all the jobs into different functions. Basically, there is HR function in a company. What all functions or departments should be there? There would be a HR department. There would be a product. There would be like in SAP, I would talk about there is HR, and then there is IT. In IT again, there would be engineering, product, QA. And again, in under product, there would be product manager, senior product manager, or associate product manager, group product manager, and all. So here I am creating different categories so that my HR intern, which job was that, that would fall under HR department's job, and a product manager job would be in IT department. So whenever a user comes and searches for product manager, I know that they want to look for only IT jobs, that too with IT as the L1 category, and that too with the subcategory as product management. So I should, even if my keyword matching is working and I'm fetching a job which is matching with product manager, but that's a job, but that's a different category of job. So that is how I would filter out my products. So to summarize it, for each keyword, I will find out what is the L1, L2 category for this keyword, and that's on the keyword side work tasks I will do. Again, on the product side, whichever I am retrieving, from that I will check their L1 and L2s. So whichever are beyond that L1 system, I would just exclude them, and whatever is there inside that L1, I'll extract them and show it to the users. Was it clear?
Yes, yes. Thanks for
Yeah.
the clarification. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the question also. And is there anything else?
Madam, I have one query. Can I come in? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So, like this particular taxonomy which you showed in the second page. So, what was the, tech platform that was being done? I mean, wherein you are putting this taxonomy? I mean, this classification and all, wherein it was done.
Okay, so it's all manual process only, based on the products that we are selling. So the category team had come up with what all categories we want to keep, category, subcategory, and these attributes as in the L4s. And so whatever would come on, we would just put it as this manual thing. That's no technology was
No,
involved.
like, okay, no, like, let's say if I take the example of Zepto. So, Zepto, I mean, the landing page is there. If I take it in that way, landing page is there and there is a search button. Okay, so when you are clicking a particular, let's say, shirt or let's say berry, to take your example forward. So,
Mhm.
now this particular search query will be referring to this particular taxonomy which has been prepared, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so I mean, where is the integration? Like, where in the integration between this classification and the landing page of Zepto? I mean, I mean, how these things connect out?
Okay, okay. You were asking about that. So that way we had a machine learning concept where we know that like there are a few things that goes into the machine learning system where we know that for a set of queries, what are our L1, L2, L3, L4s, and now, if a user comes to give your example with a new query which is not in that set, so if at all your query is present in my system, I am very much, I have that system ready. I can say that, okay, in my system, we know that face moisturizer belongs to beauty system. So your query is already there in my system, and for this face moisturizer, L be beauty. That's fine. But if at all you are coming with a new query like face cleanser or something which was not currently in my system, which is something very much new. So there we have a machine learning system to understand face cleanser is mostly similar to which particular keyword that is already in my system. So there we use this cosine similarity where we understand how keywords are related to each other. So machine only would tell you that the system, like the algorithm would tell you that face cleanser is most related to face moisturizer. And now for face moisturizer, which was in my system, we know that for this L1 is beauty. So for face cleanser also, L1 would be beauty. So that's how this system is built. Does that answer your question?
Yes, 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 madam. Thank you.
Thank
I have a follow-up question on that. So this system, what you said that this will be you have a machine learning algorithm which derives the result for you.
you.
So as you said that if the query is already there in the system you had retrieved, what level of caching is being used there? So Are you using caching at the application layer, or you are using caching on top of the machine learning algorithm? Let me ask it in this way rather than making it too difficult. Is
Mhm.
this the data which you are fetching from it? Is this based on? Are you using models, BERT model, or any other machine learning algorithm models who are already trained on your data, and it is able to give you the result? Is that the one, or are you using RAG or something on top of that, which is giving the result?
I would say the first one. While I
Mm-hmm.
was there, we were experimenting on the RAG models, but those
Mm-hmm.
not finalized. But yeah, so already trained data of
Okay, so you just push the train data. Sorry to interrupt you. Okay.
yes.
And you already have the data. You train the model based on this kind of a product taxonomy, what you have for all the products, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And it's kind of a fine tuning of a model, what you
Yes. Yes.
must be doing. And you are because the query remains the same here, kind of query, in the sense that
Mhm.
the question and the answer pattern remains the same. I'll go and search on the Zepto, maybe the beauty product, say Dove cleanser or something,
Mhm.
then it must be going back. So internally, do you have an idea internally how that's working? Is it using any kind of vector search on top of that, or how is it?
Yeah, definitely. We have, so as I mentioned, the cosine similarity that comes in
Mm-hmm.
the vector search only.
Mm-hmm.
So initially we had just keyword matching, which was
Mm.
elastic, but then started experimenting with vector search. But then the results, we did not want to publish it for all the keywords users are typing. So
Mm-hmm.
basically we started doing it like on a experiment basis, the long tail keywords, as in those keywords for which we anyway do not get much of the results. We using vector search, if we can get some more results and which are relevant also, that's where we started using vector search. Again, this was also something where in the initial adoption stage, but maybe
Mm-hmm.
later on they would have scaled it up, but I've no idea for now. That yeah.
Oh, no worries. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. It was a nice, description what you gave about it. Okay, and I think for the searching, they must be using, which you said, their product. If the query is already there, and they must be using some caching, right, on top of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. It was a nice description. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Yeah, I have two clarifications. This
Mhm.
particular one we are seeing taxonomy, correct? Where it is stored? It is in vector database or how it is stored?
Huh. So it was in the regular database, but of course, when you go to vector search, that also needs a particular taxonomy to be used. So there in the vector database also it's there. The same thing.
Okay. Another clarification is there any challenge? Because some products will fall under multiple category. Can you
Mhm.
give some examples on that? Like, so that will be falls under multiple L2s or L1 also.
Okay. Yes, that happens. I myself have worked on this, but in that, let me just remember some example of it.
It's okay. We can move it to the end also.
No,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
maybe it
I
is
can
needed.
remember now. So, for example, there are bangles. Okay, bangles is a product type, which is for which the L3 is bangles. Now, the L2 or L1 per se can be accessories. That's the obvious one. But bangles are also used in the puja as a puja item, where we offer bangles to goddess and all. So for that, for those kind of bangles, also L1 is something different, which can be a puja item or something like that. So for one particular product type, which is bangles, now I have two L1s. One is accessories, and this accessory as in jewelries and accessories, and the second can be this puja items. So in that case, no worries. We were storing it as different L1s only, and similarly, like we are storing in the product database, where for bangles we have two L1s. So when you type as a keyword bangles, also we would fetch that it has two L1s to it, and accordingly I'll search and I'll show it to you. Oh, does that answer your
Yeah, yeah,
question?
that's great. Yeah.
Okay.
And like one clarification on the milk and milk powder. Okay, if
Mhm.
somebody search only milk, do we
Yeah.
need to display milk powder or not?
That's a good question. Okay, so if you see here, basically there is a what balancing factor here. When you search for milk, if I have all the milk products and milk products are like a decent amount of milk products are there, milk are there, I can show it to you. But in case I'm seeing that, for example, there are some example where that there is just milk is exist if you search for milk and I don't have enough number of milk product in my system, as in the milk ones. So in that case, we can think of showing a related product which is also where the keyword is matching, and also it is a related product. So there also we can decide to show it, but again the priority should always be to show milk at the top, and then milk powder we can just tell that other similar products. That's how I had actually worked on, like basically what exactly matches with your L3. For face moisturizer, L3 is face moisturizer. For a milk keyword that you told, L3 is milk only. So whatever are matching with my exact L3, I'll show that at the top, and whatever are coming, which is belong to that L1 category, as in the beauty L1 or milk products L1, but a different product from that L3, then I'll just create a partition there. I would show that other similar products or something, and then I would show other product. That's how I had created one experience. That was one of my first projects there. So yeah, like for example, buttermilk, I guess it was buttermilk only. Where if you search for buttermilk, I would show you the buttermilk the first. But if butter is also coming in that case, I'll just push it at the back, and because users doesn't get confused, I will just tell them other related products or something like that, so that user experience is maintained there. User is not frustrated of seeing irrelevant products. Yeah, relevant products at the top and related at the bottom. Does that answer your
Yes,
question?
yes, yes. That's very
It's a
helpful.
kind of fuzzy match,
So,
right, Subhashri?
Yeah. Yeah, you can say that fudgy match is something like
Yeah, if
yeah.
you do not get the exact match of the
Hmm.
products, so
Hmm.
we can have the fuzzy match and approximate products which are
Yeah.
matching. Those are also we are showing, right? So we can
Hmm.
say that. We can say like that.
Yes. Yeah. And also you are also the main motto objective was that, like, how can you show more and more products to the user. That's fine, user has not searched for milk powder, but what if you show them and they also recall that this might be useful, and they can add it to they can do the add to cart action item there. So one of the main objectives there was to how can I show more and more products to the users.
Subhasri, just to add on that, okay. So,
Uh-huh.
if okay, we have almond milk and we have milk products, correct? For example, ghee, and paneer and curd also comes. So, do we display that as related products in a separate partition?
Okay, that won't come. To answer your question straight, why and how, I would tell you. So basically, when you search for almond milk, I would search for that keyword everywhere. Like almond milk is present in which all products. So, like for example, your other products like ghee, or something you told, or something like buttermilk or something. Maybe that almond. Okay. Maybe there is a concept to it. I'll tell you what happens here. So there is a concept of exact match and broad match. So when you search for almond milk, that was maybe my next quest thing. So which is like query annotation. For example, Milky Mist curd. Maybe I'll come to your question just after explaining this concept. Is that fine?
Yeah, sure, Subhastri. Yeah, fine.
Okay. So there is a concept of query annotation. So first we covered query processing, as in to understand whether query is correctly spelled or not. Then query classification, what is its parent category, subcategory, and all. Then the next thing is query annotation, where I understand whatever users are typing, what all information it has. For example, to your question, it has almond milk. So then milk is there, which is the product type. So basically, whenever we get a query, we find out what is its product type, parent category, and subcategory. That's from the query classification. So for Milky Mist curd, for example, I understand it's L3, is L3 or product type is curd, and it's L1 would be milk products or something, and L2 would be something I don't remember now, but yeah, that's how it is categorized. And the next thing is also to understand what all sub information are here. Now, Milky Mist is a brand, so it talks so you here I understand that user is trying to look for product type curd and of brand Milky Mist. Okay. Similarly, for example, almond milk, maybe where milk is my product type, that's for sure. Almond, I don't remember, it can be flavor, or for milk it would be some source or something, oat milk, almond milk, or cow milk, or something like that. Source might be another attribute. So for example, those attributes are the L4s only. So here for curd, I think for curd product, L1 would be milk products or something, L2 would be something, and L3 would be curd. And under L3 there would be different attributes, as in brand would be there, one for which brand here is Milky Mist curd. Price, quantity, like skin type, skin concern is here, there would be some source or something like that. So now, once I understand that, okay, user is looking for this particular product type and this particular brand or something, the first thing is I would look for what is the exact matched product. So basically, I would look for brand, the product type should be curd and brand should be Milky Mist. And all those products that are coming into my system, those would be my exact match products. And now I will just try to relax this a bit. Basically, user had searched for Milky Mist curd. Now I have retrieved all Milky Mist curd. Now if I remove Milky Mist, I can show other brand curds also, and that is how user will be fine with it also. So that's how I'll show other brand curds also. But to have a better user experience, I will let the user know that, okay, curds from other brands or something like that, and there I would push all the curds but of different brands. And now the next thing would go is that so that is how I did the exact match. And then partial match, for partial match I just removed the brand thing, and I just kept focus on the L3 part, curd part. And yeah, that's how I'm just segregating my results here. To answer your question, when I search for almond milk, so for there also I would find the L3 is milk, and almond might be some L4, which is source for. Okay, I have, there is some connection lost. No, are you able to still hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay,
we're able
sorry.
to hear you.
So,
Yes, yes.
okay, so there was some kind of my electricity went down, so I thought it is disconnected. Okay, so where I was, for almond milk, I know that my L3 is milk and almond is some L4, which is source or something. Now I would do the exact match. I would search for almond and milk, and whichever is there, I will fetch it. And the next thing is, I know that it is a product type which is milk. So I'll try to show whatever is matching with just milk as the keyword only, that I would show. But in this system, I would not add anything which is ghee or something, and where neither almond nor milk is present in that keyword. So that will never come into my system altogether, to answer your question. So it would always be a keyword matching thing. And if it is vector search is enabled, we would have, that's a different topic, I'll go to that later on. But yeah, if you focus on keyword matching, I'll always focus on almond milk. If it is almond milk, I'll focus on the milk category of milk subcategory of products, and almond flavored milk will be at the top, and other milks might be at the bottom. But I'll not add ghee unless you have mentioned something milk here in milk in that ghee product, or that example that I told you, no, for that HR intern, where in job description a product manager keyword was present, that's why it was coming. So unless those scenario is there, ghee will not come here. Does that answer?
Yes, yes, that's true.
Okay, okay. Any other question?
Hi, Vignesh here.
Hi, Vignesh.
Yeah, so in our discussion, you mentioned that Zepto search functionality, like you mentioned exact queries, example biscuit, instead of biscuit, want return results, right?
Okay. It won't. Okay. So, what I meant that maybe I'll just clarify here, then you can complete your question. So, basically, what I'm trying to say here, use it depends on the user might not have all those understanding of how to spell biscuit correctly, and they would write it correctly. Users have an option to incorrectly type a keyword also. Once they type it incorrectly, there is a system that is existing to process those incorrect queries to a correct query and show relevant results. So it will not be like, if that query processing system is not there, then it might happen that we will not fetch any results and will not show you. But a search engine is built such a way that we will handle all the correct terms, and also we will handle the incorrect terms also. So yeah, now you can go on.
Yeah, this was my actual question. Thanks for
Oh,
that.
okay, okay, thank you. Anything else?
Yeah, Shubhashri, Pratap
Mm-hmm.
here. So all this
Hi.
process, I mean, query understanding, query processing, query classification, query annotation, query expansion, all this process you trying to LLM, or how is it, Shubhashri?
Yeah, it's all LLM only. So we play around with different models, and then the engineering or the data science team would give us to the product managers to check the output. So basically, we would look for what are our head queries, as in what are the queries which are mostly used in our system. And then for the head queries, how is the result coming out, if those are good enough or not. So it depends on the product manager's decision based on the results they are seeing as the output of different models. And then we would tell them, okay, this is giving this can be improved and all. So that's how through to and fro discussions happen, and we improvise our prompts and all to improve these things. So everything is LLM based.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. Yeah, anything else?
Yes, I have a question. So,
Yeah.
if a user tries to search only milk as a keyword, so
Mm-hmm.
how are the multi brands like Nandini, Dalda? How are these uh, shown in the PDP? I mean search result.
Okay.
And yeah, how is it like ranked? Suppose if I user doesn't specify a particular brand.
Correct. Okay, I understood. So your question is, when I search for milk, I have milk from different brands, and then based on which you are ranking my result set, no?
Yes, yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
that's my next concept. Thanks for asking it also. So
Oh,
now that I focused on relevance or retrieval, how I am fetching the products for you, the next task for me is how to rank for you, as you correctly asked the question. So I'm sorry, I'm not able to see the names because I'm on screen share mode, so I'm not able to call it. But yeah, thanks for asking. So
mm,
before going there, I'll just touch on one more concept also, which is query expansion. So where basically, as I told, when you search for a particular keyword, I find what all relevant results are there which are matching with that keyword. So now it might happen that you search for milk, then I would see what all products I have where milk is written and I'll fetch it. What if user has typed for doodh, or for curd they had typed for dahi or doi or something like that in vernacular language. So in that case also, to handle such scenarios also, in Zepto or in any other system, we have a synonym library where we understand that for each keyword what all synonyms or vernacular language terms can be there, and we have a repository to it, so that whenever user searches for any of these keywords, we understand, okay, they are meaning to search for milk, and then we fetch those products. So that's how we maintain a synonyms library also. So that one more concept of the search retrieval system. To summarize it, in a search engine, the first thing whenever user types for a keyword, the first thing we see that whether the keyword is correct or not. If it is correct, it is well and good. If it is incorrect, then there is a query processing layer to find out what is the best correct term for it. For example, for this biscuit and biscuit, and then we do the search. That's one thing which is query processing. In query classification, we find out for each query what is its parent category, subcategory. This is that example I was telling. When you search for berry, I should know that you are looking for a fruit which is a berry. So you should avoid showing a cloth which is for which a brand name is dressberry, and that even if that is coming into the system through the query classification system, you should use it in such a way that you are filtering out all the irrelevant categories of products in your search result page. The next concept was query annotation, where I am understanding whatever user has typed in, what all attributes they are meaning to search for. As in, if it is Milky Mist curd, they are looking for curd of Milky Mist brand. If it is red shoes, shoes of red color. Or if it is yellow lipstick or something, if it's a lipstick of yellow color. So that's how I should segregate what are my exactly matching products and which are of the same product type, which is maybe the lipstick ones but not the yellow ones, but the red, pink and other ones. So that's how product annotation, query annotation is used. The last one that I told is query expansion. Here, basically, I find out for each query what all synonyms can be there, like milk, doodh, or curd, dahi, and all, so that I can search for it in my product database. I'll give you one example of this in my Monster, where my synonym system was not very vast over there. So basically, for product manager also, there can be someone who can come and search for just SPM. Now my system should know that SPM means senior product manager, and then in that case, whichever jobs had senior product manager present in their job title, that should come in my result. But because we did not have that synonym acronym system in found it, so if you come for SPM, I will search for that exact SPM word in each of my job title. And now whenever a job poster come when a company comes and post a job, they would mostly mention senior product manager only. Very less likely they would post SPM. Even if they post SPM jobs, even if I have 100 senior product management jobs, and now for example 10 jobs only has written SPM and 90 has senior product manager only, and you as a user come and search for just SPM, then I would be able to show you only 10 results. No, I'm missing out on 90 results there. So I'm not able to show those 90 relevant results to you because in my system, I don't have a acronym system where I can understand, okay, SPM is senior product manager and I should show it to them. So that's where we were lagging in showing relevant result, or to exactly say, we were missing out on relevant results. So we started building one through the LLM model, like for each of our head queries or the mostly searched queries, what all can be the synonyms, acronyms can be there, and we created a library, and those all things were used to increase our search result count and relevance, and that's how to increase our job application rate. That is one example I can give. So before I go to the ranking and to answer the last question, I'll just take a pause here to just check if anyone has any question, any
Yeah,
more question.
Subhasri, this
Hmm.
is Vijay.
Yeah,
Related to
hi,
the
Vijay.
Kori expansion, actually. So
Mm-hmm.
here we are searching milk, doodh, correct? For example, in India, kind of country, we have 40 different languages. So
Yes.
in Jepto, how many languages are supported in that way?
So I would say so whichever states they are going, those all languages are there. But yeah, count wise, it was not like that. So basically, whenever because everything is LLM based there. So if you search, be it you search for in Telugu or Tamil or anything, then I have the system to understand you, and the LLM system would definitely tell you that this means in English, this means milk or something. Or even if what happens that even if maybe there are, I'm not able to tell any particular keyword. So maybe I can give my example in Odisha. Maybe it can happen that we say that for milk we call it as khira, khira. It might happen that I'm typing as KHIRA or KHEERA or something like that. So the LLM is already trained with this kind of data where it understands that Kira means milk, KHEERA also means milk only. So that's how it understands that okay, whatever you are typing in, what is that vernacular language for it, and in that language, what is that English translation for it, and that's how we consider the synonym system.
So
Does
that
that
means the
answer?
synonyms needs to be configured in vector database, or how it is like?
Yeah, that just configured. Yeah.
Okay, thank
So,
you. Yeah.
Subhashri, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
So, the thing is, as you told now, as you explained now, so Odisha people call it as Kira. So, some Odisha people they came to Hyderabad and they are living. So, there is something in I mean, we can find uh, lauki, or we can say um, cucumber, which we use for as a salad.
Yeah.
So that is also called as Kira. So
Hmm.
in this type of scenarios, how would we dealing in this type of scenarios?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Even while giving the example, I only realized that thing that this can happen also. So in that case, chances are that because for Kira, so okay, we had a concept of cosine similarity, which would tell you that Kira is most related to which thing. So KHEERA, which is mostly related to cucumber or milk. So maybe I think the LLM would tell that, like based on the data or what I have worked on. LLM would told that Kira is most likely cucumber. Maybe 90% similarity is there for cucumber, maybe 30-40% for milk. So now it dependent on the system threshold, where we would have told that okay, if we have confidence of 90 or something from the X percentage, more than X percentage confidence is there, then you consider that only. Like for Kira cucumber, if it is 90%, then let's consider cucumber only. And for milk, it is 30-40%, which is below my threshold confidence level, then let's not consider this. So that confidence level also we give it to the system, so that yeah, it depends on them. And in
So
case both of them also succeed the confidence level, both of them would should show. So basically the ML model would decide what to show, but yeah, we set a threshold level there.
yeah,
That's
actually you
what
answered my next question also. That's the reason because some people, I mean, there I mean we can display two things at at a particular at the same time, when a X person search for Kira, we can show milk as well as Kira. Can that be set for is it a good practice? We should show only one type of L1.
Okay. As I told that example of bangles, where it can happen that bangles belong to two parent category. One can be jewelry and accessories, second can be puja items. And in case of this bangles case, I believe the confidence level for these two would be higher than the threshold. So in that case, there is no problem in showing different L1s in one search result also. But in case where one is exceeding my threshold and one is below my threshold value, that case, whichever is exceeding, only that should be shown. The below one shouldn't be shown.
Thank you, Shubhasri.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Madam, one query I'm having, it's regarding this. Just now we had a discussion regarding the vernacular confusion that we may have. So, just for understanding purpose, I'm asking, won't can't we have a feature like, let's say, wherein we select the language? Let's say, whenever the user logs in. So, I mean, if we are able to input the language option, so much of the things can be sorted out. So, I mean, is it possible? I mean, can we do that? So, just for understanding, I'm asking. So, because that will solve a lot of our vernacular issues. And I suppose these sort of features are, if I'm not wrong, it's suppose it's there in Amazon. I think I have seen it. I mean, is it so? I mean, is it feasible? Giving an input of a language option.
Yeah. So, how I would say that everything is feasible, but then you have to find out why are we doing it and how this will solve, or is there any other way also? So in Amazon, yes, it is there, but it is basically everything. If you switch to Hindi, I guess everything will be written in Hindi. It's not like the search engine will understand you are talking in Hindi and or you are a Hindi speaking person. You have written something in Hindi, so that language change is mainly to show the letters or the text in Hindi and all. So that is my first like response to your question. Secondly, if we need to ask the users to give an input, so basically, if my system itself is intelligent enough to understand what is user typing and if at all to understand what is the correct English term for it, then why do I need to add one more step for the users? Because all the products we are using, those product managers want to make to have a very smooth experience for the users. You add one step and then user might drop off there. So the drop offs are and then when the drop off, they might switch to any other platform or they might not come back to this platform also. So the more and more steps you are adding, you are also helping user to drop off from your system, and it might not add that much value also. Because I have intelligent system, I can use it what internally and solve the purpose. Why to ask the user to put it in there? So that way, I guess um, everybody has decided not to go ahead with this, but work on internally so that yeah, we can handle such scenarios. How to answer that
Oh,
way?
understood.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Okay, ma'am, I have a question.
Haha.
Yes, ma'am. So if we are seeing two things for the search like Kira and for the cucumber and the Kira for curd. In such case, how as a product manager we will handle this thing, like we will report this thing, or what will be the approach to get convinced to the customer.
Okay, that's a very good question. So in Zepto, we had a ops team where whenever we would want something to be fixed manually, as in to answer your question, for Kira, my ML system predicted both a vegetable and a milk product, and now I'm showing all those products, and now as a product manager I want to change it. So we had a ops team who can go and manually change these things. to manually change these things, we had a portal also where even if this data scientist would have built the system and all, they would have those codes internally, but they had given access, or there was a portal where I can just type in my keyword and I can see what is L1, L2, L3 for it. And now, so as a product manager, I first go to that system to see uh, this actually happens. So glad that you asked the question so that everyone can understand how like things work there. So basically it might happen that there is some irrelevant result is coming, and which is something people have posted on Twitter or something, and our senior managers, they got to know and they are coming back to us. You just look for why it is happening and just fix it quickly. So my, as a product manager, I go to that portal to see, okay, what is that keyword? Keyword is Kira. And what is it? It's L1, L2, L3. I just see and I see, okay, in L1 there were two outcomes. One is vegetable, one is milk, with confidence level higher than whatever threshold was there. So that is why those results were coming, that I now have understood. And then we also had one more portal where we can what override those machine learning outputs also. So basically I'll go to that portal, or I'll ask my ops team to go to that portal, and for Kira I would ask them, you remove that milk category and you just keep the other one. So that way, when I'm overriding these things, so my system will now focus on whatever is present, for which, like for this, to give you this example, for which L1 will be just the vegetable one, milk one will be removed, and now onwards, now the next one, any other user would come and search, they would see the relevant results only. So that's how each of these quick commerce product or the regular e-commerce companies, they would have their systems also, so that whenever they find something like validating all those queries would be very difficult. So if at all once in a while you are checking something and finding a error, then you can go and manually override the machine learning output and solve the problem. That's how we operate there. Does that
Okay,
answer?
thank you.
Okay.
Supposedly, this is Vijay. I went to
Hi.
Jepto, I searched for milk. So it was showing all the milk and then it's saying more to explore. It is saying giving all the milky mist products. And I've
Mhm.
seen milk bread also. And I
Mhm.
have seen milk bread. So I can able to see all those things, but I'm surprised why it is not displaying almond milk or coconut milk, because that is more also relevant to milk.
Haha. Okay. So
I can
almond
see
milk.
cheese also. Yeah, because milky mist. Yeah, because of milky mist, it is coming. Yeah.
A valid question. There can be several reasons to it. One is product availability. Is almond milk, oat milk is there in your locality?
I need to check. Yeah, maybe I will check that separately.
And
Yeah.
that is one factor.
Okay.
Second, can be, it can be present, but it might not. You might not be able to look for all the products. Is it happening that whatever products are there, we are able to see everything, and there almond milk, oat milk is not there? It might not happen.
No, it is looking for, see, initially it is showing all the milk. And then, second, you, as you mentioned, there is a segregation, correct? Like
Mm-hmm.
more to explore. So there is a kind of separate separation, partition, correct? Then
Mm-hmm.
more
Mm-hmm.
to explore, it is just looking only keyword milk, I guess. So milky mist is coming, milk bread is coming, uh, but still maybe product may not be there. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I think it looking
That's
for
how my
only,
first
yeah.
doubt is. I believe that the products might not be there. Otherwise, milk should have come there. Oh, this almond milk, oat milk.
Okay, fine. Yeah, even breads are coming, even spreads are coming. Wherever milk is there, I think it is coming. Looks like, yeah. Cheese also
Yeah,
coming.
bread is coming because what I told, this L1 in Zepto, we have that L1 as milk and bread products. So as I told,
Okay,
we would filter out other L1s, no? So bread is also in that under same umbrella, milk and bread. So that is why bread is coming.
okay. Ideally, I think milk and bread should be separate L1, I believe. But yeah,
Okay, so we have separate L2s for it, but we are doing filtering at L1 level only, so not at L2
okay,
level. So
okay, fine. Yeah,
milk and
thanks.
bread is coming, but If you would have done it at L2 level also, bread would have been separated. But yeah, we are not doing it.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Thanks for checking and also letting others know.
Shivasri, I have a
Yeah.
doubt. So, as we are product manager, so what would be the business analyst do and what we do in this type of scenarios? So, we will be reaching to the ops team, or we will be reaching to the business analyst, and they will be doing PRDs or PLDs, and what will be the flow?
Okay. Your question is in case irrelevant results are coming in that sense.
Yes.
Okay. So, like that example of Kira, if it is related to that way, I just looked for. Okay, there are when some users are coming and complaining, there are two things to it. One is user typed something and how my search engine perceived that keyword. Second is if
Mm-hmm.
it okay for, how a search engine perceived that query, and where did it go wrong. In this example, I had fault in understanding the query. I
Mm-hmm.
understood it is what was that. I
Milk.
understood sorry, I completely forgot. The last example was about Kira. Sorry.
Yeah, Kira.
Yeah, Kira. So I understood that my keyword is Kira, but I perceived its L1 to be milk and vegetables also, and milk one might not be correct. So here I understood is there is issue with my query processing.
Mm-hmm.
There can be issue with product cataloging also. As in,
Mm-hmm.
you searched for milk, and I am showing you a product. For example, what? For example, you search for milk. I'm showing you a comb or shoes or something like that, and then
Mm-hmm.
there I am in doubt why this product is coming to my platform or like in the search result page. And where I am checking and I am seeing that this product description has milk written in it. Maybe the shoes for which somewhat by mistake someone has written milk in it. And that is
Mm-hmm.
how it is coming in my search result. So in this scenario, where in product cataloging we have issue, I'll go to the business analyst or the category team or the business team to tell them and rectify these things. If I
Mm-hmm.
know that issue is at my side, search engine side, or the query processing side, it's my responsibility, my ops team's responsibility. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
It.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Supposedly, this is Vijay. Just to add on that, I searched for almond milk. It is there.
Okay.
It's coming only almond milk. Surprisingly, when I search for coconut milk,
Mhm.
it is coming almond milk, coconut milk, and coconut milk powder. So I think little bit different results, but yeah.
Okay. I might do it also, and I'll let you know what would be happening.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. I just had one question there. So, for the previous search that you did for milk, so there you just scanned through all the products that you are seeing, and you did not see almond milk
Yes,
anywhere.
yes,
No?
yes. I searched till the end. Yes.
Okay. You went till then you couldn't see. Okay. Maybe it can also happen that there would be some threshold on how many products I am showing. Maybe there they would have done something, but yeah, maybe I'll check
So
with.
we also have oat milk. We also have soya milk. So, so these kind of things also there. Yeah. So when we search for milk, it is not coming. But when I search for coconut milk, I'm getting almond milk, soya milk, coconut milk, everything.
I think it can happen of some other reason like L1 category only. This all I got it. So for milk, no, my L1 is dairy products and bread. So when it is
Okay.
dairy product, it is always this cow buffalo related thing. Now, this oat milk and all are not dairy products, no, they are some other health. There might be some different L1, the L1 for it. So that is why it didn't come. Thanks that you put
Okay.
up. I
Okay.
could
Yep.
just
Thank
remember.
you.
Yeah. Does that justify your? doubt?
Yeah, it's a bit not easy actually. Yeah, like classification is also a challenging part in every
Oh.
domain. Yeah, thank
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, if my here comes the vector search also, where it can tell us that uh, milk of dairy product is similar or equivalent to oat milk or other of this other categories, then we can show it also. But yeah, the system is not that advanced. So basically, they are also started building search, and they're trying to add more and more things to it as users are also looking for the products or the keywords like that. So sometime later they would also incorporate this. But thanks a lot for checking it, and also yeah, it got refreshed also. I just had forgotten. It's a dairy product, that's why it's cow buffalo related things,
you.
and
Okay,
that's why it's
sure.
not cow.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Shubhashri, one question.
Yeah.
Pratap here again.
Hi, Pratap.
Uh, yeah, hi. As a product manager, I wanted to give more comfort to the end user. Okay. So when I am searching milk, it is giving some milk powders or something like that. Some irrelevant answers if it is giving. Okay. So I wanted to give some feature like speech recognition mechanism. Okay, wherein instead of typing or instead of scrolling down or something like that,
Mhm.
via speech only, I wanted to navigate to all the products and I want to catalog them. So, I mean, have you come across such kind of thought in Jepto work experience, please?
As in, you're telling you will use the mic and spell a keyword, or just call it out the keyword, and I would search result for you. Is that
Yeah, right, right.
okay? So yeah, so in my stint, we haven't, and I haven't seen anyone doing it also. But I think the reason might be it's actually very tricky and a very complex thing to understand what people are speaking. Where in India we have people from different languages and all, so there maybe they would not have invested much into it. Yeah, maybe only the complexity wise, I think it's not yet present in the system.
Okay,
That's
got
my
it.
yeah.
Hello, hi Shobhashri.
Hey, hi.
Yeah, this is Amit. So my concern and query is completely opposite from others because what we are discussing till now, it was related to the users who are regularly using the applications. But
Haha.
as a program manager, what will be your thought for a first-time user or who has just signed in, and how you segregate those things? What kind of keywords it should be provided to that particular person for he or she, depending upon like a beauty product. You say face wash. How can you categorize that it is a he or she who is looking for a particular product for the new users? Because it's always difficult for the new users compared to the regular one because they will be selecting the common product every time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you mean to say, as a new user, when I go and search for face wash, so
No,
which,
my
uh,
my concern is not about the search, but for
okay.
example, if I am going and I am logging in for any particular, like you said, Monster, which is fine, which an application where I update my resume, it will provide me the suggestions. But in the shopping sites, I won't update any details there, so
Mm-hmm.
it cannot provide me the list what I should select. But so how you design the thing there that it will be easy for me to identify I'm going to search this, or what will be your front screen which attract the customer to go and look into that particular products. How you say as a product manager, how do you classify that?
Okay, I got it. I'll just clarify if my understanding is correct here. What you're telling me, whenever a first user comes to the system, uh, how should I influence that user to search for particular keywords, no? When they do not have
Yes,
it in mind.
yes.
Okay, okay, that's correct. Okay. So, in the search system, as a search PM, we we deal with many pages. As in the search result page that I showed at the beginning, that's one page. there is also a pre-search page. If you go to Zepto, when you click on the search bar itself, there itself a page comes where we have a real estate to show you the recent searches. Again, recent searches would be particular to that user. So for this case, a new user might not have any recent search, but also we can show popular searches also. As in, I might know your location also. In that case, I can understand in your location what all searches are being popular in recent days, and those all
Okay.
things I can show. That's one option.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the next thing is, if you go to Zepto, you would see there are some product images also they are showing there. As in, those would be mostly the sponsored products nowadays. I see. Basically, it would be that Go Zero ice creams or something. Those sponsored products they will show that so that they get that what advertisement money from that brand. Also, here because those are on some discounts or something, they can highlight it to the users. So that is also one more thing. So very fresh user, first time user, they haven't done anything, then we would rely on the popular searches or the trending searches or whatever ads those are running, we can show that. It can happen that you're a first time user, you have come and searched for something and then you have gone back or something like that. In that case, I have your recent searches, and as per your recent searches, there might be some related searches or the search result also. Those all things also I can show in that pre-search real estate. That's how, as a product manager, we decide what how can we influence users' decision here. Does that answer your question?
Yes, Shubhashri. And according to that only, as we said, this is you said according to the region wise, location wise, you will be able to segregate that because multiple users will be there, and according to their search, you will be populating it. But if that is completely new product which has been given by the client that you have to develop something which should be reflected on the screen of the customer, and they should get attracted, then how you plan for that?
New product, as in you're telling in Zepto, there is a new product.
Anything, it can be Zepto or it can be Swiggy or it can be like in Swiggy there will be offers for the festival wise. If they are looking for something new or new launch they are doing, then how you will highlight that on the screen or in the search menu?
Okay. Can you repeat your question? You mean to say, for example, in Zepto, there is some festival is coming, and now how to highlight a product which is that relate, like Diwali is coming, and we have Diya in our product database. How do we highlight Diya in all the search results?
Yes, something like that only. What I mean to say is, if you are a customer and you want me to showcase this product, something which is completely new, which is in new in the market, and it is
Yeah.
near to a festival time, then how
Okay,
you are going to display that? That's what I wanted to know as a
understood.
program manager.
Okay, okay, got it. So I would answer it in this way. I had worked on it, like while leaving it only, I had started working on it. So basically, out of my search results, I'll go here maybe. So you searched for Cetaphil. Now I'm showing you four products here, and all these four products are related to Cetaphil. And your question is, if at all I have, for example, I have a new brand, how can I show it here in the search result page? No?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, you would have seen there is a particular ad slot which is available. So when you go to Zepto and you search, the first viewport, like some part of the viewport would be dedicated to particular ads only, and there only the ad should be pushed. So for
Mhm.
those companies should have paid us that you run it for this much time and all, we would give you money. So
Okay.
one option is that you show in that particular ad slots only, even if you search for Cetaphil, but I have a new brand which is some file or something, and then you show in that ad slot. Then in your search result, you are open to show the relevant results only. That's how I would do. Also, I
Okay.
worked on one more thing, that is a concept of highlighting or booking one particular slot for my sponsored products like this. So now in this example, I'm showing one, two, three, four products. Okay, it might
Mm-hmm.
happen that I'll book one slot like this right hand top thing slot where I would push all my sponsored projects so that it is and it I'll highlight it in a different way so that users have an internal understanding that okay, they are using this slot for advertising anything which might not be matching with my keyword, like it might not be Cetaphil, it might be anything else which I'm highlighting. So those are the two ways that what I know they have been doing it, either is that the dedicated ad slot or adding one slot in the mid of this product listing page where I can highlight this. Does that answer your question?
Yes, Shobhashi. Last question. I will close for the net. As you
Mhm.
said, you will be having an advertisement. So will it be before the go live of that particular product, or it will be along with the go live of that product?
Okay, ad slots are always there. Now, once a product goes live, we can decide which place it would take. If at all it has to go to ad slot, we can do it. But ad slots are a kind of constant thing which has been there in my system. Products are dynamic. Maybe it happened that today this product is in the ad slot, tomorrow they remove the ad and another product will go into that slot. So that's how it works.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shobhashi, for that.
Yeah, thank you.
So, just one follow-up question.
Yes.
Is there any personalization consider? For example, the user is already using Zepto for a long time, 1 year. He might have
Yes.
searched in many products, and he's searching from one area, maybe Karnataka, Bangalore. So,
Hmm.
will this particular when the same user searching for milk, will this LLM model will use the personalization, meaning male or female, which location,
Yeah.
the previous search, is it all used or not?
Yes, yes. Those all things are used to answer precisely, and that's how ranking is decided. That was my next thing.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. So basically, till now I explained you how I am fetching the results. But then once you fetch it, you have to rank it properly also. Now to rank it, each of my products that are being fetched, they get a ranking score. So to give you a one simple example, how it was happening in the job portal in Monster. So basically, my ranking system would depend on multiple factors. For example, you search for product manager. How the search works, that I would tell first. So you search for product manager, and now I have multiple jobs. Each job has different fields, like for example, job one has job title which is written as product manager. Job title is nothing but when you go to LinkedIn jobs or something where the heading whatever is written, product manager, product specialist, SAP or something like that, that's the job title. Job description, all these fields are there. So now my when I search for product manager, it would search, okay, if in title product manager is there, if in JD or job description product management manager is there, so it would search for that keyword and in which particular field this keyword is present. So that's how it will give one score. For example, it looks for in our founded or monster job system, if it a product manager was present in job title, we would give them a highest score, as in it would be 10 on 10, for example. If it is there in job description, it would have a bit lesser score, as in 5 or 6 or something, for example, I'm just telling. So that's how it will get a matching score. like keyword matched, and in particular field if it is matching, that's how my keyword matching score would be there. Second, in founded it was a freshness score was there. For example, when we are seeking for jobs, we have a tendency that if a job is very much fresh or it is just posted now 2 3 days ago, if we apply to that job, chances are that we get to the shortlisting also. So that is why, and also in practical also it happens that if a job is 2 3 months old and I'm applying there, I know that already there are candidates who are there in the queue, or they might be having their interviews and all. Even if I apply there, I might not get shortlisted also. It is just coming into the search result page. That is not necessary that it still is relevant for me, or it is still relevant at the time. So in that case, in Founded, we also used to have a ranking score based on the freshness also. If it is very fresh, as in less than 7 days ago or something posted, something like that, then it would have a higher score as compared to a job which is posted 30 days ago. So it would have a freshness score also. So I had a matching score that I told, and then freshness score also. Third was a premiumness score also. Premiumness as in companies. Uh, from companies like Google, Amazon, and all, people are very much excited to apply for those jobs. So, and like those are aspirational jobs for them. So, in that case, there would be a premiumness factor also. So, like that, after a retrieval is done, I'm giving a particular score to each of my retrieved products, and those what score is dependent on multiple factors, as I told. Just to summarize it again, for monster jobs are founded, we had matching score, freshness score, premium score. If I come to here in Zepto, similarly there was one matching score. There is also a product popularity score, as in for one product how many purchases or ratings would have been there, views would have been there. If you see that top rated or mostly bought products, something like that. So in that case, our internal system is counting for each product how many ratings or something we are getting, so that we would use that to give a better score for respective factors. Similarly, availability and price is nothing but if a product is not available at your location, then we would not give any score to it, and that's how it will get a very zero negligible score and it will not come in my search result. That's one more factor. And the next thing is user behavior, which is something personalization is. So basically, if you would have previously clicked on any product, you would have go to its product details page, or you would have wishlisted it, or you would have already bought this product, chances are that you will buy it again. So again, if any of my fetched products you have already interacted earlier, then that should get a higher score, so that it would go to the top of your search result page and you can buy it. The next thing is product business priorities. This is nothing but that ad system. As in, from business side, we have got that understanding that we need to push this particular company or this particular brand products. So in that case, we would give much score in that respect, and that would get a bit of more score, and that's how it would go to the top. So that's how the ranking algorithm works. So to summarize here, for each of my fetched results that I am getting, we are assigning a particular score to it, and that score is dependent on multiple factors like keyword matching. It can be a product popularity, can be based on the availability, or user personalization, or the business priorities. Above all these things, we also have some ML based models, those are running, which actually help uh, for in-depth personalization. I'll give one more example here. So there we had categorized our users based on their spending powers. So they would be categorized as premium users, mass users, and then mass premium users. So premium users, as in who would spend a lot, like for each of for example, to simplify it here, for each of the categories they are purchasing, they would always buy all the premium brand products only. So they would come under my premium cohort. For example, they would buy a detergent of a very premium brand, which is very high price and all. And there would be someone who would be looking for a always a discounted price or a lesser price brand or something like that, and that would come to my mass users. So there we have understood that. And also there was a nuance to it. We also had found that one particular user can be there who would be a premium users in a particular brand. Like if it is a kids brand, if it is for kids related product, they would be a premium users there. But if it is household related products, they would go as a mass user, they would not be that premium users in the other category. So that is how category wise we had different cohorts. And we know that if I belong to a mass user in kids section, the kids category, then how the other uh, mass users would have behaved, what all products they would have purchased, I am very likely that I will buy those products only. So in that case, my search ranking would be such a way that in that case, you and I, whenever we search for same keyword, we would see different results. You might be in premium category, I might be in mass category. So for if I search for what curd, I might see a curd which is heritage or something, Nandini, which are very reasonably priced. Because you are a premium user, you would see Akshay Kalpa curd and all, because you have already always bought those kind of premium brands in this daily product category. So that's how this cohort things are built based on your previous purchase histories with respect to different categories, and how similar other cohort users are behaving, like how similar particular cohort users behave, and that's how we rank our results. Was that clear? Like I had this much thing only in ranking, we all do all these things, so maybe I'll take a pause here to check if at all anyone has any question. Okay.
Firstly,
Am I
this
audible, honestly?
classification, mass
Yeah.
user, mass premium user, it is only within internal, correct? Meaning only to the Zepto or Amazon.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
may not be visible to the end users, correct?
Yeah, exactly. Yes. You would not
Okay.
see.
Okay. This is to rank and display how to display the results
Yeah.
in which order. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yes, yes, yes. So basically, once we run these experiments, we have a A/B experiment setup also. So where we would see that, okay, you would have heard of A/B experiments, where we would see that how my test users are behaving. There is a control user where we would not have introduced this thing. There would be a test users for whom we would have introduced this cohort system. Now we compare if my test users are performing better, as in they're adding more to the cart after we introduce this thing. And only when we are very much sure, okay, this cohort system is working and people are purchasing more, and then only we do it. So this ranking thing, or for that matter in Zepto, everything goes through experiments only, and these rankings when go through heavy experiments. So we just assume few things, and we create hypothesis, we test it, and then we roll it out, or we stop rolling it out also when we see it is not working.
So, firstly, this is Vijay. Yeah, that means Zepto will enable only to Mumbai users first and then test it, and then only it will release to other markets. Is that correct? Or
Yeah, yeah, you can tell that in a way, yes, but it will not be like a Mumbai user. So we have another portal where we can like segregate our. We can select a few users that can be from any location. Just that,
yeah,
and that's
one
the random.
example actually. Yeah, maybe
Yes,
location
yes,
wise. Yeah, age group also correct. If you look at like
yes.
yeah, that 20 to 30 means like all over India. So that can be experiment. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes.
Hi, Shubhashri.
I
So I have a quick question here. Like, if we are considering for a new brand, like how does this ranking parameters work? Like, they won't be having any immediate popularity, right? Or any authority like other brands. So how does this ranking parameter work for a new brand?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So when a new brand comes also, so basically, brand itself, they try to push their products. In that case, they would spend something on ad money, or for that we would have a system like this, product business priorities, where from business side we would get that. I remember this Go Zero brand when they had launched their products into the system. So everywhere it was like, they have paid to be shown on the product listing page. So that way, if they are ready to spend, and then we would have this factor, and that would influence my ranking system. But if they are not paying, it's still a new thing, then we would show as it is. Then it depends on the customers or the users. If they already know the brand and they would buy it, or yeah, that then we would not influence the customers here.
Okay, so like product business priorities means it's a kind of like publishing ads, like an Amazon ads in
Yeah.
Amazon.
Mhm. Yeah, sponsored. In Amazon, you would see sponsored.
Yeah, so likewise, whenever this kind of products rank, you will simply showcase these are sponsored or not sponsored.
Yeah, in Zepto also you would see just AD would be written on the products wherever business would have paid something to highlight it, as in the companies would have paid.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it, got it.
They just try to hide it or put it in such a way that it just mingles with whatever other texts are there. But yeah, if it is sponsored, we are meant to highlight it that way also. In Amazon, they show it as sponsored, I guess. Here we show ad AD, but not that readable. Lady, you cannot distinguish much.
Yeah, in Jepto, I can able to see AD. Yeah, the top um, two products. Yeah,
Yeah.
in Google also we have, correct. When we search, the top
Yes,
one will
yes.
be ad. It is clearly mentioned. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. Anything else?
Yeah, Shobhashri. This is Amit. I
Hi.
wanted to know the path how you calculate the ranking. Like what all categories it will be fall, and how many areas you will cover in ranking. So this product should be first on top, second, likewise.
Okay. So maybe I can give for example of this only. So I'll tell you. I think I really already explained it. I'll just try to explain it through another example. So, so you consider this job search platforms, which where I was working. Now you search for product manager. I have different results that are coming. Now, to rank the system, I would see that how first is the matching score, which is this keyword matching score, as in whichever results that are coming, product manager is written where or something like that. For example, if product manager is present in job title, give a matching score of 10. If product manager is present in job description, give a matching score of 2. So, for example, for product manager, you fetched two results, and the result one has job title as product manager, and that's how it came to your retrieval system. And result 2 has product manager written in job description. Maybe I can just write it. Okay. Okay, how should I set full screen? I'll explain it writing here so that it's easier for all of us to understand. So your keyword is product manager. You had result 1 where, and I'm talking after a job search platform, result 1 where a job title is product manager. A job description had some A, B, C, D something. Job freshness, as in posted 2 days ago. Company, as in Amazon. Okay. And now you had result 2 for which job title is HR intern per se. Job description. Job description is product manager. Reports to product manager. Okay.
This is Vijay. When we search product manager, correct? When we search, put it in double quote, that there is a meaning. And if we just put product manager, it will look for product as well as manager, correct?
Yes.
So here we are assuming that we are putting in double quote.
Yeah, it's like I'm not going into that detail. For product
Exact match. Yeah.
Okay. Now this freshness is posted 30 days ago, and the company is some XYZ company. Okay. And maybe I can just add your example also. Result 3, where job title is product officer. Description is ABCD manager. Posted 9 days ago, and company is IBM or something. Okay. Now, for this keyword product manager, result 1 came because job title has product and manager together. Okay, I cannot highlight. Okay, maybe I can just. Fine. Okay, I'm not able to highlight it. I'll do that later on, but let's understand it this way. For keyword product manager, result 1 came because product and manager together it was there. For was there in job title. For result 2, I found product manager in the job description. That's why I brought it into my the retrieval system. For result 3, I had product in job title and manager in job description, and that's how I found product manager and brought it to my retrieval system. Now it the result 1, 2, 3 came into my system due to retrieval and the keyword matching system. Now your question was how should I rank it? Rather, I also explained that thing. So I'll give through this example. I'll tell you how it is marked. So now I have a system where I would have defined many rules. So here for the job search, I have rules like if you just find out how is the keyword matching. You just find out these factors: keyword matching score, which is your A. Just so keyword matching score, which is A. Then you also find out what is uh, it can be field level matching score, which is B. What is the freshness score, which is C? What is the premiumness score, which is D? And now you get the final score, which is A into B into C into D. Okay. Now, if we look for this example, I have to find for the result one what it would be. For result one, my A would be, which is the keyword matching score, something would be like because product and manager were present in one particular field only. So it would, per se, it would get a highest score, which is 10. Okay. Now the same thing. Okay, I would do it this way. So keyword matching score is there in result A1 because product and manager is present together in particular field. So there I would have set a rule that you give this highest score, which is 10. Similarly, result 2 also would get a score of 10 because there also product and manager are present together. But here result 3 would get a different score. For example, I'm giving a score of 5 where product and manager are not together. These are situated separately. So these system of giving the scores are present in that like in the engine only. So we had that elastic engine algorithm we had. So there your developers would code it this way that whenever two keywords are together, you give a higher score. When two keywords are separated but still together, you give a some lower score, something like that. So that's how I give. Now there is one more thing which is a field matching score. Your field matching score, as in here, I would define that if my keyword is present in job title, you give the highest score. If it is present in job description or anything else, then you give a lesser score. So that way, for my field matching score, my result 1 would get the highest score, which is 10. Result 2 and 3 would get some 5 or something, okay? Because those are not present in job title. That's how I would have defined. Third thing can be the freshness score, where I would have defined that if a post job is posted very fresh, as in less than 7 days, then you give the highest score. If it is posted 30 days back or something, you give a lesser score. So that's how result 1 again would get a highest score, which is 10. Result 2, which is posted 30 days ago, which would get a score of 2. And result 3, which is posted 9 days ago, which would get a score of 5 or something like that. That's how each of my result is getting freshness score. Premiumness score can be what about the premiumness of the company? If company is belongs to a list of Fortune 500 companies or Great Place to Work companies and all, then you push it up. So result 1, per se, Amazon is a premium company, that would get a premiumness score of 10. Result 2 and 3 would get a score of some 4 or something based on the premiumness. So now that I have found out my A, B, C, so my result for result 1, my score would be A into B into C into D. So that's how 10, 10 into 10 into 10. So it should be 10,000. My result 2 would get a score of 10 into 10 into 5 into 2 into 4. 10 into 550 into 200 into 4, which is 400. Similarly, result 3 would get a score of something X or something like that. And now this is the final score, and based on this, I know that result 1 has the highest score. So I will put it at the top, result 1, then result 2 per se, and then result 3. That's how exactly the search system ranks each of the results, gives a score to the results, and then ranks it based on those results. That's the basic thing. Were you able to follow me till now?
Yes, Subhashri. So, according to that, then one more concern I have is, will how will I track that the particular job is functioning according to that coding only? So
Okay.
this is my ranking, and I have implemented the job with my technical team and said them this will be my ranking. So
Mhm.
according to that only, how can I track that on daily basis that so and so function is working properly?
Okay. So So basically, as a product manager, what I do is that I keep on searching for keywords, and then I just find out why this keyword, this job is coming at the top, why this is going to the bottom, why not top, why not bottom. That's my first question, and then we have an access to a search console. So basically, for the each of the Elastic Engine or anything, we have a search console where I can type myself the keyword, and it would show me how the results are, what all results are there, and what all scores they have got. So I would go to that console and I see if my result one has this much score, and in this score, what all factors are considered, and I would compare there why this is getting more premiumness score, more freshness score, or less freshness score, all these things. So basically, to answer your question, we are provided with a console where we can go to the backend and see the reasons behind the result getting that score. And then we question to the engineers that why this is happening, why it is not acting as per my rules or something like that. Most of the cases it works only if only there is something super overriding anything, or any rulers there, then only it might differ. But yeah, when you go to that console, things get clear for you. Does that answer your question?
Yes, Shubhashri. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is there any involvement of QA team or their reports? You will trust on their reports, or you will individually check and go and check for this particular query from the search query. So,
That's a very good question, actually. So, in search, this is because these are mostly on the technical things. So, what would the QA would do? So, where we product managers go into the depth and tell them, these are my keywords. So basically, we give them the head queries, which are our most used keywords, and then we tell them that you do it at your end. You should see if a particular change we are doing, and then with respect to that change, how the result set is coming, all those things we guide them there. So basically, QA team alone cannot do these things because these go bit technical, for engineering, product, QA, all of them. So we work together here. So search team always has a different QA team there. So where they need a lot of guidance or inputs from the product side.
okay, ma'am.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Firstly, I
you
have
can
three
call the
clarification.
question. Yeah.
This ranking, why multiplication? Why not addition? Any particular reason?
Okay, that's a good question. So what I had found out that in multiplication, what happens that from my result 1 and 2, if I compare my final score, no, there is a significant difference in between them, and then what it is easier for me to rank those results. In case of addition, what I believe, even if we do the addition to get the final results, it might happen that the gap in score is not very far from each other, as in they're still very close to each other or something like that. And whenever I want to have a threshold or something, I might not be able to apply it. But in case of multiplication, because my gaps are significant enough, I can tell that okay, if final score is more than a particular threshold, and then only you show the result, or else you just exclude those results. In case of addition, it is not possible, everything is very close by, so finding out a threshold value is difficult there.
Okay, thanks. Next clarification is, so in PRD, the product manager needs to mention all these rules, correct? Is my understanding correct? Like the ranking.
Okay, so basically, when I had joined Monster, it's always a good thing to explain all these things. So where it was already implemented, but yeah, because I wanted to change this freshness score to an extent, So there, yeah, definitely I had added what is the current behavior and why it is a problem, and what are the options we have to change it, and why out of those two, three options of calculation, why should I select one calculation out of them? So all those clarity you need to give, so that in future also whenever you are not there, others are coming, they have that clarity. Okay, why this was implemented that way? And also for your understanding, the more you are writing a product requirement document with the details, the more confidence, the corner cases you are getting, and it is a good practice for all the team members also. Yeah.
Okay. The next question is on the premiumness score.
Mm-hmm.
Like as you mentioned, like Fong kind of company, correct? Google, Amazon, you're giving. Okay, that is like
Uh-huh.
based on the category or their latest market strength, correct? But what about like Cred, Jupiter, or PhonePe? If they're paying Found It or Monster, like a subscription, will that also consider as a premiumness score?
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for asking. I just forgot that factor also. That would be organic or what? Or a scraped job. So in Founded, we would call organic job because when a company is coming and posting on our portal, we'll call it as organic. Scraped as in they hadn't posted on our portal, but they had it in their career website, they like Myntra or Amazon. You go, and we went and we crawled that website and we found a job and we posted in our portal. So those are all scraped jobs. Now someone has paid something for us, and then we had gone and scraped from others. So in that case, we see that we try to make that balance, if a company is organic, if a job is organic and also relevant, then we try to push it to the top, so that both of the my users and my companies also get benefit from it. Yeah. So there is one more factor also, which is you can tell that the job type or something, where I have organic and
No, I will give one
scraped.
more example similar to this actually. For example, you might have seen Policy Bazaar, correct? In Policy Bazaar, if somebody is searching for certain policies, it displays top 10. Out of that, one on the top, they will display which is that particular company paid to Policy Bazaar, like a subscription or like even though it is not top one, but still that is showed on the top. In that
Okay.
perspective, Monster will get some like a ad, correct? How Google ad works. So similar
Yes.
to that, is it there in Monster like Cred or Jupiter paid? So that's why the rank is given more.
Okay. So till now we didn't have any ad system that where we would have a ad slot and where we can monetize it to an extent. So we didn't
Okay.
have anything. But yeah, but companies, as you're telling, Policy Bazaar would have it. So they have this ad slot, and whoever is paying more, those would go to that particular ad slot. Even in Zepto, also it's there. So when you search, the first product listing is for the ads. So whichever has been chosen for that ad slot, those will be shown there, even if it's not that relevant for the search keyword term.
Yeah, yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Madam, I have one point here, like pertaining to this, just the question that Vijay asked, like why addition and not multiplication. So I feel like it is because we are taking all the factors together, like we have done it, I mean, and or principle. When we are taking this factor and that factor, we multiply it. And when we are taking this factor or this factor, thus this factor, we add it. I mean, and or principle that we did in permutation
That's the
combination. So
basic.
I suppose,
Yeah.
yeah, I suppose is that in playing out there. I mean, that's yeah, I think so. I mean, that is
Okay.
another way I'm thinking it. Because we are taking all these four factors like premiumness, freshness. It is like this factor and this factor and this factor. So that's the reason probably we are multiplying. Uh, I mean, it's my take. I mean, it's my understanding that.
Haha, I understand your thing, but I think it's more of a mathematical thing where we want, like, this multiplication might not be for all the system. Like in Zepto, this kind of multiplication is not there. It was more on the vectors similarity, cosine similarity, where it was a ML based thing. It would find out how similar two results are there, and then it will find out. Here, it's not about how similar it based on the score. So different algorithms might have different way of calculating. Here we thought
Right.
of just doing even the scores or were also, if you give 10, 20 or something, we did not have any when I had joined. When I inquired about this to my engineering team, they did not have any answer ki why this is 100, why not 200 or 1 lakh or something like that. So gradually we did those calculations on Excel and saw the difference. And there we found out that, okay, in multiplication, actually we are getting a significant number, like gap in between two scores, and that is how it is helping us to find a threshold in between. But in addition, it's not possible. So yeah, that's the reason there.
Got it.
Yeah. Anything else?
Yes, Subhashri. Mohammed here.
Hi,
So,
Mohammed.
as a PM, what would be the key metrics you consider for this system?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So in Zepto, I would tell, because in Zepto they had a very good tracking system. So any of the experiments, as I mentioned, we would do, we had two things. One is input metrics, one is output metric. So basically, input metric would be that feature related. So if I am changing something like what? uh, for example, I did an experiment on how to, which all product cards to show, or like how to keep the layout of the product cards. As in this example, you see it is a 2 cross 2 layout, as in there are two products at the top, two at the bottom. There can happen that you would see three products in one row. That's a 3 cross 3 layout. So I had done one experiment where for certain keywords I would show products in 2 cross 2 manner, like it is shown here four products. For certain other keywords, I would show no, 3 cross or like six products at a time, three and then three, huh? In one viewport, six products at a time. So there I had to check the matrices and take a call. So there my input metrics would be, if at all user is coming, how is my search to add to cart rate? That's my primary input metric would be there. And then output metric would be, if at all I'm changing it, how at output level what all things I'm changing, how is my average orders per day, how is my what average revenue per day. So all those things, if I am whatever feature I am changing or doing, is that impacting my overall business goals, like the number of orders per day and average revenue per day, all those things. So yeah, that's how we used to track there. Does that answer your question?
Yes, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Shubhashri, this is Amit.
Haha,
So I just wanted to have one thing from your experience. As you said, you had faced the challenge in Monster because the calculation system for ranking was not proper. So how you have identified the challenge and how you were able to resolve that? Can you share your experience with us?
yeah, that's a very good question. Okay, so I would so my manager had told that one advice that I always remember. So he had told that because search is your product, so you should know on your search result page for a particular keyword why this product is coming at the top, why not at the bottom. All those answers you should have. So you have that much of clarity, and that's how you experiment also. So when I had joined there, I would start typing for the keywords, and you wouldn't search for any random keywords. You would go with what customers are searching. You would see sorry, if you are able to give them a good experience by showing relevant results or not. So I would go find my top search queries and I would see what are the results coming for them. And whenever a result is not coming properly, then I would reach out to my engineering initially why this is not coming. Then they told me that okay, you can yourself go to that console and check why that score is higher than other results. And there I would check and see what are the factors involved here and why freshness is getting higher and why premiumness is getting higher. So I'll answer each of the factors and understand that. And yeah, so that's how by questioning the system and then understanding it, I found out okay that okay, the fresh. So I'll tell you one example where I wanted to change the calculation way of calculating the freshness values. So earlier we had something called Gauss function, which was exponential function. Like I'll not get into the details, but the output was so basically, out by this Gauss function, if a job is 30 days old, it would get a score of freshness score of 0. If it is 60 days also, it would get a freshness score of 0. It was not what differentiating between a 30 and 60 days old job, but in real we wanted a difference there. 30 days it's somewhat better than 60 days old or 90 days old per se. So I would like to push 90 days old job to the back, but 30 days old job should be somewhere at the top also. It's fine for me, which was not possible through that Gauss function. So what I checked, Gauss function is considering the freshness value same for all these jobs together, and I wanted to change it. So if we are changing it, then I understood which all other search engines are using this freshness score and what all other options are there. And I did my internal research and I went to my CTO. Then he was also aligned on this thing. Okay, this Gauss function is not working and we have to find out a different function. And then he suggested me a manual rule that we can set, as in a step function kind of thing. So manually only we would decide internally. For 0 to 10 days old we would give a score A, for 10 to 20 B, 20 to 30 days C, 30 to 60 days D, or 60 to 90 days E, or above 90 days F score, like that. And that's how my system will perceive these rules and give the calculation thing. So yeah, so and that was kind of approved by all of us, my managers, and the CTO was the head himself. So after everyone got aligned on it, we started implementing this thing and we deprecated that Gauss function. So that's how the end-to-end flow went. Yeah. Did
Okay. Yeah.
that answer?
Thank you for your experience.
Okay, sorry to interrupt this meeting. As time is getting up, we would like to move to end of this session.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, as we come to this end of this insightful session, I would like to extend our sincere thanks to Ms. Shubhashri Das for taking the time to share her valuable experience and perspectives with us. Thank you once again for being a part of this session. I would also
Yeah.
like to thank our wonderful audience for joining us and making the session engaging and interactive.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope it was useful to you and I could make your time better informative through these sessions or my experiences.
Yes, Subhash.
Yes, Vasti, this is
Thank
Vijay.
you
Yeah,
so much.
it's very
Yes,
useful and
Subhash.
very
Thank you,
interactive.
Shubhashir.
Very interesting
Shubhashri, for
also.
that.
Thank you, Subhash. Thanks for your insights.
Thank
Thanks for sharing the
Thank you.
insight,
Thank you very
Subhashri. Yeah.
much.
Oh, thank you so much. Should we drop off then?
Can you share your LinkedIn?
Okay, my LinkedIn URL. Okay, I'll share with Sanjana then. Maybe she had shared it with me. Sanjana, can you share?
I
I
think
think I
chat
had
is
shared it
disabled
with
from the
her.
beginning. Usually, chat is enabled.
Actually, sorry to
Sorry, you
interrupt.
need
So
to link
actually, the speaker's LinkedIn profile is shared in the WhatsApp groups along with the Zoom link. You can find it out there.
Yes, I have seen that. Yeah, it is part of that
Yeah, it's a
meeting.
part of the message.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you then. Have a good night
Okay.
and have a
Have a
good
good
weekend
weekend.
also. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Okay.
Subhashri. Yeah,
Bye.
Thank
thank you.
you. Thank you, Shubhashri. Thank you, everyone. Have a great
Thank
evening.
you,
Bye.
Subhashri, for your brainstorming session.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you, Subhashri.
Thank you. Okay. I'm dropping off then. Thank you so much, everyone.